Yeah, and just this doesn't have to be a quick answer, but yeah, I mean, part of the heart of the Goenka tradition is, when you sit to meditate, you're not inclining towards pleasant feelings or not inclining away from unpleasant feelings. That section of the Satipatthana Sutta.
Mhm.
But there are other places in the canon when the Buddha does talk about actively encouraging sukha, or encouraging happiness, encouraging pleasure, specifically in meditation towards jhana
Correct.
practice, or encouraging the pleasure, the happiness of morality, the blamelessness of morality. What do you what do you feel about that type of encouraging, like healthy happiness, healthy pleasure?
Mhm. Um, I think that in Goenkaji's tradition, this is not emphasized, at least not. It does talk about it in the instructions in the longer retreats, but in the initial courses, this is my interpretation, is that again the danger is that if you give people difficult things and more attractive things, they will increasingly lean towards the more attractive things. And the basic vipassana practice that I connected to, for me, its power was that it was completely non-judgmental, and it was just observe the reality as it is. Now, the practice of cultivating joy or compassion, it's the potential problem there is that you can become judgmental. I'm here sitting I'm practicing metta, I'm trying to develop compassion, and instead I feel anger or whatever. And then I start to judge myself. I'm not good. I'm not a good practitioner. And I start to give myself grades. And I think when people are more established in the practice, then it's a very important part of the practice to learn how to cultivate these good feelings, these good qualities. But in the initial stages, certainly from people who don't come from a Buddhist background, it can be even dangerous in a way, because it's very easy to start building all kinds of stories and fantasies about these practices and become attached to them. And this is why I think Goenkaji did not, I mean, there is a little bit on it at the end of the 10 days retreat. But for most of the 10 days, the only instruction is just observe the reality as it is. Don't give any preference to one state of mind over another state of mind. Um, and and I think part of the issue is that people in different stages of their practice need different instructions, but Goenkaji's mission, in a way, was to build this kind of massive Dhamma factory. He was a businessman,
Right.
was, and he tried to create, this mass scale system that people, you don't have a teacher who knows you personally. You come for a 10 days retreat. The teacher there is a volunteer. Maybe they teach only 1 or 2 courses a year. They don't know you deeply and personally. How can we create a system that somebody without any background in meditation, like I was when I was doing this PhD in Oxford, how can we create a system that we can take someone with no background in meditation and within 10 days, with a teacher who doesn't know me personally, to get established in a meditation practice in a way that is free of many of the potential dangers that, after the retreat ends, I will go home and then I'm completely alone. And then I try to do all kinds of things. And if I don't really have experience, and I could go in really wrong directions. So Goenkaji try to kind of limit something which will be very, very basic, that people will, the danger of people kind of misinterpreting it and taking it in wrong direction will be minimal. Ideally, in different settings, like if you are in a monastery for months and years and you have a teacher who knows you personally, or if you're a long-term practitioner inside the Goenka tradition or some other tradition and you have years of experience, then it's important to also cultivate these other skills.